to another episode of our Ultimate Decades Challenge. We have entered into the year 1393 and we are starting off here on the spreadsheet, and as you can see, we do have a couple of birthdays that we need to celebrate. We have Dayloff Idrisi and Werner von Schwan, who are aging up to toddlers on this portion of our timeline here. It is currently February in the game, February of 1393, and we are going to be seeing if Dayloff and Werner are able to age up to toddlers. For that, they can't roll a 4, 8, 12, or a 16 on the dice. So we are going to go ahead and open up our dice, and we're going to roll and see if they are able to go ahead and continue on. We will then jump into the game and age up our little ones. So let's go ahead and open up our dice and see if they are able to continue on with aging up. So for that, we are going to be rolling a d20 as usual, and we are going to roll first for Dayloff Idrisi. She can't roll a 4, 8, 12, or 16. Let's go ahead and give that a roll. She rolls a 7, which is a good roll. She will be getting another 12 days on the timeline. For Werner von Schwan, so we will go ahead and roll no 4, 8, 12, or 16. And Werner is also good and will get another 12 days on the timeline. So we will go ahead and put them on the timeline where they belong. And then we will jump in and we're going to age up first our little Dayloff. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the game. This is Dayloff here. Like I said, she is aging up to a toddler, so let's go ahead and we are going to jump into cast with her and age her up. So Dayloff was a calm infant. As a toddler, she is going to age up and get the traits of wild and silly. Let's go ahead and give her her makeover, and then we will get her photo for the family tree. Now let's head over and see Werner von Schwan. Okay, so this is Werner von Schwan. He also is aging up to a toddler. He was a cautious infant. As a toddler, he is going to have the traits of wild and independent. Let's go ahead and give him his makeover and get his photo for the family tree. And there is Werner von Schwan, and let's go ahead and jump into the game. We're gonna go see Byron Shoemaker. He is scheduled to be getting married, so let's go ahead and hop in with him. Okay, we have arrived here with Byron Shoemaker. This is lovely Byron here. As you can see, he is a teenager. He does need to go ahead and find himself a bride. We are going to be taking him and his mom, Era, out, and they are going to meet some ladies. It is currently 8:24 a.m. It is February of 1393. And they are just going to head out and they're going to go and see if they can find him someone suitable for him to be able to marry. So let's go ahead and we are going to travel and we're going to see if we can find him someone that he can hopefully make a match with. So let's go ahead and take him and Era and see if there is someone that he can find that he wants to spend his life with. Okay, so we have arrived here at this residence with Byron and Era. We are just going to go ahead and take them in, and we're going to hopefully be able to let him meet someone that he's going to be able to make a little bit of an romantic interest with so that he can find someone that he can love. I am not sure if these ladies are teens or not, so we will have to find that out. Yes, they are. Okay, great. So let's do a friendly introduction. Let's get her to come on in here and sit down. And he can do an introduction with both of these ladies, and we'll see how he feels about them. He had love at first sight with Halima. Now, the thing is that Halima is creating a little bit of a relationship with Xavier, so that might cause a little bit of a problem with Xavier if Halima and him, like Halima and him got instant romance. So I think that if they decide to start having a little bit of romance here, it's going to mess up what Xavier has with Halima. But he has love at first sight with her, so I don't know. Their relationship might go a little bit better than him and her and Xavier's relationship has gone.
Oh, no, boo. Fuma Kimba. New Yap Fanoi? Bombade. Mopsy Funi Sepa. Hola.
So he is just trying to get to know her a little bit. He's talking about some interest with her and some hobbies. He's obviously doing some romantic singing with her. We're going to have him do a little bit of flirting, have him offer her a little bit of a rose. He is trying to obviously go ahead and woo her a little bit. They have their romance going up quite a bit, and their friendship also is going up quite a bit. It would seem that she does get on with him a little bit better than she gets on with Xavier, and it would seem that her romance is going up a little bit better with him than it does with Xavier. It would seem that she kind of likes him a little bit better than she does Xavier. I don't know if that's because he kind of has that love at first sight with her, but she does seem to really be caring for him a little bit better than she cares for Xavier. So it might work out better that she ends up in a relationship with Byron, and Xavier is just going to have to find someone else that he can woo, because I know that Xavier does need to also get married again since he has lost his wife to childbirth. But it just seems that Halima works out a little bit better with Byron here. So they are just doing a little bit of dancing, and they are trying to get their relationship up a little bit. I'm going to have him, once they're done dancing, have a little bit of a deep conversation here, and then we will have them do a little bit more romance. I think maybe I'll have him just do a little bit of flirting with her, and maybe he can stroke her cheeks. We'll see if he can obviously talk her into maybe wanting to court him, and we'll see how that goes. And Era is just kind of getting to know this other lady here, and they are just having a nice little chat, and she obviously is just being a... Okay, this chicken is like, why are you in my house? She's just being a... What is the word I'm looking for? Chaperone. That's the word I'm looking for. They are really enjoying this dancing. It is really getting their friendship up quite high. Let's see how he feels about Halima. It looks like they have good compatibility and they are lovebirds and they are soulmates. Byron has fine satisfaction with romance with Halima, and Halima's is unknown currently. We have found out that she is self-absorbed, erratic, and loyal. And of course, they have earned some etiquette skill and some dance skill. And she has thanked him for this dance. He is just going to go ahead and do a little bit of more romance with her, and they're going to do a little bit of flirting. Halima is feeling a romantic connection for Byron and wants to suggest a date. Okay, let's not go on a date right now. We're kind of in the middle of a date, sort of. Let's ask her to court. They've entered into a courtship, which is fantastic. And let's go ahead and we can declare love publicly to her. And we can compliment her appearance. Look at her fight with
Vobi Nurks. Yamuho. Nalvik. Balafoy Kamis. Awavine. Fumu. Watso. Hish. Awavine. Floopy.
He just really likes her a lot. They have entered into a courtship, which is fantastic. I do think that she is going to be the person that he is going to end up marrying. I just need to... He's going to ask her to dance again. Let's not dance again. See if he can grab her up for a heat of the moment kiss. I know that is going to kind of make it where they end up having to marry, but I think he is planning on wanting to marry her anyway. Do they have a romance? Let's do relationship. Ask if single.
Jessene Klonkas Rabana.
Flazzle Pelka.
Filbar.
Bayumi. Elfris.
New Yep Fanoy.
Hey.
Bombadil.
Sean Lib. Nixel.
Kankaroo.
Yiflitful. Niola. Bakira. Plosive. Brocky Bosa. Yekla. Oh, Califoy Finay. Bamfoy Ravobi.
Sekalaus agree.
How do I get them to marry now that they have this new romance stuff? Ask about your soulmate. She's going to tell him, you're my soulmate.
Urazap? Sunanibna.
Nuba facia.
It's you, always and forever, she says. You're my soulmate. Oh my goodness, that is so great.
Xanahoy. Oh, it's Shefflet. Wavoo. Varner's a torque.
Mustish. Aragaba.
Okay, let's maybe ask her about some of these romantic things in the relationship stuff and see if I can get her to answer some of these things about her romance and personality attractions and physical attractions, and maybe she will answer some of these questions and we'll be able to ask her to be our partner.
Plu. Vadish.
No. In a preps Tulane. Baloney. Nebahana.
Refsig. Ludrip. Afwash.
We can ask her to join the household.
Galimpa. Yeshona.
And we can reveal our crush to her.
Gilbador Aga.
Chima. Moosh.
And whisper sweet
Minerva.
nothings.
Oh. Oh. Benarla.
Snurs with Vampa.
Pelka.
Asked to be our
Terasa.
partner. There we go.
Boyki. Camus.
Will you be our romantic
Absolute.
partner?
Chiba?
Alarka.
And she's like, yes. Okay, so Halima definitely is into him. We love that she's into him.
Yabasani. Parasa. Yikla.
Oh,
Wanafash. Palifa.
Aragaba Yamful. Mustish. Aragaba. Safawim. Vantarble Fimpi. Waxwin Yafspar.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, Ruscan. Lampima.
Yips.
Galimpo. Oh, Zanahoy Sambisi. Bumkaro.
I don't know how I'm going to get them married, though. Oh, there we go. Propose.
Uranai Lanzini. Subao. Gaunim Yarvelk.
Oh. Yes.
All right, he has proposed to her, and she has said yes.
Ooh. Wilby.
Oh! Hey, Lurvy Baba.
Oh, they're so happy. They have a wholesome relationship. All right, so we are going to go ahead. We are going to take them to travel, and we're going to go ahead and get these two hitched. Let's go ahead and travel with Halima and Ara, and we will get them married. Okay, so now that we have arrived here at the chapel, we're just going to have Ara go ahead and have a seat. Oh, not you, sir. We're going to have Ara go ahead and have a seat. And we're going to have Byron go ahead and get married to Halima.
Nyabuya.
Udaba.
He's feeling seriously flirty. He is in a fantastic mood, loving the fact that he's getting married to his soulmate and the person that he had fallen in love with on first sight. We absolutely love that for him. So they are going to go ahead and get married now.
Dana Arb. Lexa.
Snurs. Fueb. Wanawatsu.
Yips. Mumsy Kane.
Neb Banariftu. Tuba?
Vikara.
Hey, Tuga. Fambo.
Skiba Sluba.
Oh. Fuzz.
Oh.
Hey! Ebony.
Aww, such a sweet ceremony.
Loki.
And Byron does have to have 4 children with her, so they are going to have 4 kids, or 4 tries for children anyway. And they are exchanging their rings and their kiss. They are now married. We are going to go ahead and let her move in with us. So let's go ahead and move Halima in with us. And we will hop into cast with her and put her in her colors. Okay, there is Halima Shoemaker in her gray colors, and we have her photo for the family tree. We are now going to go ahead and jump into the game, put them into their own home. I think maybe, actually they maybe can just go ahead and stay with Ara. And we will go ahead and let them continue on. Alright, now that we have arrived to their house, we are just going to go ahead and have Byron approach Halima, and they are going to go ahead and consummate their marriage here. So let's go ahead and have him tell her that he wants to go ahead and consummate the marriage, and they're going to try for a little one.
Zabora. Numiv, Amsum, Kwasunyab. Quimble Rajnu, Insula Kalang. Dumbila Wasusa.
She's like, well, I mean, I guess we could do that. Look at him serenade her. He is so in love with her. Oh my goodness. They are precious together.
Bahira Imibi. Lenarg.
Oh.
Nabazirik.
Alright, you guys go on inside.
Shali. Onalabith. Plesame.
So they are going to go on in here and try for a little one. There's clothes everywhere. They really do need to do some laundry. But they are going to go ahead and try for this baby. This is their first baby try. We will have to check back in later and see if they have been successful, or I'll probably just check MC Command Center and see if she was successful here. And we will go from there. And then we are going to hop over and we are going to go and see Emil Goodwell, because he also needs to find himself a bride. Why don't you come over here and make something? You can make some food. You can get some food going while they are finishing up here, and that will be perfect. And let's go ahead and jump in to see Emil Goodwell. Okay, so we have arrived here in the Goodwell home. This is Emil here. We are just going to go ahead and... Why are you freezing to death? You are in warm clothing. You need to chill out. But we are going to have Emil go, and he's going to try to find himself a little bit of a bride as well. So let's go ahead. We're going to take him, and we're going to have Blythe go with him as his chaperone. They are going to travel, and we're going to have them go and try to find him someone that he can be with. So let's go ahead and travel with Blythe and Emil and see if we can find Emil someone that he can fall in love with. Okay, so we have arrived here at this residence, and we are just going to have him go and knock on the door. So let's find their front door here, and we'll have him go and knock on their door. Okay, well, she's coming outside, so that works. Let's have him do a respectful introduction with her. And then maybe the other girl will come outside as well, because for some reason I am unable to enter into this home, which I find really odd, but that's okay. We'll have him talk to her and see if he and her kind of get on. Okay, they clearly have some umbrella issues. But he's going to give her a little bit of a respectful introduction, and we'll see how they get on.
Yanawa. Wadida. Show fuzz varu. Noosh noosh.
Kinaloo.
Kafaya.
Madish.
They are both teens. He's going to go ahead and ask her about her day. Didn't really get any kind of major things from her. Let's go ahead and discuss some interest with her and gaze into her eyes.
Yes.
He's learned she is a horse lover, she's clumsy, she's a freegan, and she is cringe. Go ahead and discuss some fishing with her.
Dishbo.
Inda.
Shemu.
The force.
From the Sigor.
Oh, bow bow.
Oh, Fuizak. Blade of whips nobbin.
Shui.
So he's giving her some flowers. He's just doing a little bit of flirting with her. And he's going to go ahead and compliment her appearance. They do have a little bit of romance. He is going to ask her if she wants to dance.
Dag dag.
Pues,
Welcome, funny.
And it would seem that he has a bit of a crush on her. And he has determined that she's a homebody sim. And he likes homebody sims. So he's going to ask her if she wants to dance. It does seem that they do have good compatibility, which is fantastic. Why don't you compliment her when you're done dancing with her? And we can go ahead and do a little bit of more flirting with her. And maybe you guys you can ask her if she's single. And reveal a crush on her. Their friendship is extremely high. I think it's funny that they're dancing with umbrellas. Like, but that's okay. We love that for them. So he's just doing a little bit of flirting with her and trying to get to know her a little bit. He's just going to ask her if she is single, and he's trying to find out as much as he can about her. Obviously, he does think that they have good compatibility, and because of that, he's like, I think that maybe she might be a good fit, and they've got some romantic satisfaction that has begun between them. So he's given her a rose, and he's just trying to kind of woo her a little bit. I'm going to have him flirt with her a little bit more, and maybe he can even, you know, declare love for her publicly. Ask her if you can court her.
Bumbraza? Huh?
Tiffany.
Yes.
And see if they have entered into a courtship. And he's asked if she'll be his romantic partner, and she has said yes. Go ahead and give her a little bit of an embrace.
Fool us.
Oh. Oh.
Renavu.
Pinella.
Let's go.
Fue.
So he's going to try to sneak in a first kiss with her. He's feeling like that might be something he can do, which is great.
Ibada wig. Oh.
And they're already up to romance level 2. And he's feeling really bold, so he's like, I'm going to ask her if she will be my bride. She said no. Oh, the poor fella. He's like, what do you mean no? But I'm so fond of you, and I have undying love.
Yes, orb.
Funny.
Yibsy.
Lador.
Fruch. Swek Zimba.
In a
Facia.
brave.
Jimba. Jarky Growl?
Yeah, this.
Oh. The Snooks.
Cheese.
Oh, tis fun, Hogan.
Devil boy.
Nuba.
He's like, I really want to marry you.
Mr. Kumbala Rafe. Sula.
He wants to kiss her. All right, let's go ahead and kiss her again. He's like, I really want to marry you. Will you please marry me? She's like, I can't marry you yet. Well, hold on. This is so sudden. We just shared our first kiss, and now you want to get married? What's the rush? Let's enjoy the moment. We can think about marriage again later. And he's like, I need to get married. I'm on a time crunch. I need to have a family. And he does. He needs to have like 11 kids. And he's like, and you've already kissed me. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand why you don't want to be my wife. Let's go ahead and share some insecurities with her and maybe he can give her a kiss, because he definitely wants to kiss her.
Shula.
Shula. Saful Karonga.
Narg say yes and Norb. Shwabi Wobehe. Oh.
Neeb.
Now she won't even kiss him. Like,
Snashiano.
this is not going so great. Okay,
Yes,
she
ma'am.
is going to be his bride. I am going to have them get married. I'm gonna get him to ask her to marry him once more, and if she says no, I'm just gonna marry them behind the scenes. And then we will carry on. Look at her, she's like, stop asking me to marry you. Okay, stop asking me to marry you. All right, let me go ahead and just edit their relationship here if I can. Okay, I've added that relationship to them, so I think they're married. Let's check their profile. All right, so it looks like they are lovers, good compatibility, courting, spouse, satisfied. He is dejected about the rejection. It's so sad for them. They should be married now. I am going to go ahead and I am going to move her into the family. So let's go ahead and we will move her in. Yes, they're married now. Okay, great. Let us move her into the house. We'll ask her to join the household.
Mama, we's in a row. Oh, Gosha.
And she's like, yeah, let's move in together. Well, I mean, you're married, so you might as well. So let's move her in over here. And we will hop into Cass and we will give her her updated colors and things. She likes affection. Okay, wonderful. Let's jump into Cass with her. There is Yasmin Goodwill, and she's in her purple now, and we are going to go ahead and jump into the game. We are going to be splitting them off into their own household and letting them start their life. They do need to have 11 children, so let's go ahead and jump in to the game with them. Okay, we have arrived here in their home. We are going to go ahead and let them consummate their marriage, and hopefully they will be able to get themselves pregnant. We have 11 baby attempts for this family, so we will just see how it goes. So he is going to go ahead and approach her and just tell her that he wants to go ahead and consummate their marriage. I do think that she's going to go ahead and be keen for that because, I mean, she is into him. She is romantic with him. She just felt that they were moving a little fast, which is why she kept turning down the marriage proposal. So it's not that she didn't want to be with him. She just felt like he was moving a little fast. So I kind of had to rush things along with them. They have a wholesome relationship as well, which I absolutely love. So that is perfect. So they are going to go ahead and come up here and try for a baby. We will check MC Command Center, see if that is successful for them. And we will find out if they are able to be expecting a little one. It is almost, let's see, where are we in the game currently? It is March of 1393, and we are just about to be heading into April of 1393 soon, and we will be heading over to see our main household after we leave this household. So we absolutely love that. We do need to check in with Xavier. As we know, we need to also find someone for him to marry. So now that obviously Byron has married Halima, that takes her out of the running for Xavier. So he is going to have to find himself someone all brand new to find and woo and fall in love with and court and all of those things. So we will just have to see how that goes, and hopefully he'll be able to find himself someone, because, you know, he is going to need to continue on with his family's lineage, and hopefully we'll have someone that is able to pass the line down to. So I'm just going to check and make sure that she was able to get pregnant here. I'm just going to get her up out of bed so I can check the MC Command Center here. So we are just going to go ahead and hop over into our main household. Okay, so we have arrived here in the main household. As you can see, here is Xavier. He does have a little bit of an updated look. He has aged a little bit. He's grown out his hair a little and grown himself a little bit of a beard. He is no longer mourning the loss of his wife. He has kind of gotten a little bit over that, which is good. Let's just go ahead and check on everyone and see how they're doing. It does look like Can has herself a little bit of a loose tooth, and Ada seems to be in good spirits, which is good. He is just out here tending to the garden, it looks like. Fertilize all. How can we fertilize? Let's fertilize with this horse manure. Is that the only thing we have to fertilize with? Just the one? Yeah, it looks like it. So we'll just have him fertilize, and that will be good. I am going to have him fertilize the plant, and then we are going to have him go on inside. I think that it is probably going to be good if we get him in here cooking something. As we know, there's no bride, so he's gonna have to be the one that cooks. I think maybe I'll just get him to maybe do some onion soup. Okay, maybe not. What about turnip soup? Only a single serving? Oh no, he can do a family serving of that. Let's do a serving of turnip soup. He can come in and make some of that for the family. That way there will be some food ready to cook and eat, and we will get that going, which will be perfect. So he'll get that cooked up and going for the family so that they'll have something ready and available to eat. And then once supper is done and everyone kind of gets themselves a little bit of a bite to eat here, we'll go ahead and send Xavier out and let him start meeting someone, because we want him to have some time to start finding someone that he can meet as well. I'm not exactly sure if we have any young adults in the world, but is he a young adult? He's an adult now. All right, so I don't know. We'll have to look and see if there's any available adults in the world that he is going to be able to, woo, but we'll just have to see how that goes. So I'm going to have him go ahead and do some cooking here. We need to put this laundry away, and we have more laundry that needs to be done, but we also need to get him out and about and meeting some ladies. So there are lots that needs to go on in this family for this house to continue on. How are your needs doing? So I'm going to get her to come and grab a bit of a serving here. We will get Ada to come and grab a serving, and it looks like he's actually feeling okay hunger-wise, so that's good. So I'm just going to go ahead and let him practice a little bit of archery really quickly while they eat something, because I don't want to send off Ada to the neighbor's house before he's had a chance to eat something. So we will just go ahead and make sure he gets a little bit of archery done first. So do a little bit of archery, and then they can eat something before you head off to go meet some ladies. And we'll look and see if there are any adults in the area or in the world. And hopefully there are, and he'll be able to meet someone that he can find some attraction with, that he'll want to spend his life with. I know that he has already had 2 wives. He's not necessarily really in the market or really wanting to marry again, but he knows he has to. He knows he doesn't really have much of a choice. So he is doing what he has to do. He's doing what his duty is, because he knows that the odds are that Ada may not survive, and Ada is his only surviving heir currently. So he's doing what he has to do, not necessarily what he wants to do. Alright, so Ada is just eating this turnip soup. I don't know if he necessarily cares for it all that much, but he's enjoying it fair enough. I'm gonna get him to come in and milk and bottle feed Grumpy, and then we will send him on his way. And let's go ahead and throw some of this food into the bin here, and that way we'll have it available. Alright, so he has milked the goat, and we got 2 bottles of milk from that, so we'll just throw that in the fridge. And now he is just bottle feeding the goat, and then we're gonna head off and go and see if we can find him someone that he can meet, which will be fantastic. Ninbun Mia is calling, informing us that our great-great-grand second, okay, we're gonna say money, 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 give now, and it's gonna tell us that we need to marry within 7 days. We're planning on marrying anyway, so that's fine. Alright, so we're gonna travel with him. Oh, not take a vacation. No. We're going to travel with him. And we're going to try to find him someone to love. Okay, so we have arrived here with McKenna. McKenna is also a teen, so he's probably not going to be able to get a bit of a relationship with her due to the fact that she is significantly younger than him, but he is going to go ahead and try nonetheless. So let's go ahead and just try to build a little bit of a relationship with her and just see how that goes. I don't know if he'll be able to or not. They got a lot of friendship from that introduction, and now he is, you know, trying to hold her hand, and he's doing some kind of romantic things with her, which is perfectly fine.
So.
So.
Yo yimbo benef.
Oh,
Fwimpy kapuna.
He's trying to calm her down. She seems to be a little bit upset, and he seems to have gotten her in a little bit of a better mood, which is nice. He's going to ask her if she wants to dance, and then we're going to try getting a little bit more of a bit of romance with her. I don't know if I'm able to actually get any romance with her, but we are going to try. So, I mean, their friendship is going up really nicely, which is good. They are building a solid friendship, which, as we know, it would mean a lot for Xavier. He does want to have a friendship with the person that he marries. I don't necessarily know that he's going to fall madly in love with this person, but he does know that he needs to marry someone, so he does want that person to be able to be his friend. He has realized that she is a high energy sim, and he likes that, which is good. But he is trying to build a little bit of romance with her. So let's go ahead and just try to do some flirting with her and see if they can build up a little bit of romance here. He is explaining to her that he did recently lose his wife, and he is looking to seek a new bride. And he's wondering if she is single and if she is looking to... if she's looking to marry. And you know, he's coming on really strong. Like he's not shy in the least. It has built a little bit of romance for them, but you know, he's really not a shy guy.
Vadish.
Benor. Benor Watsu. Bausu Forbe. Seneki Blindi. Hislop.
Just gonna kind of go in and be like, look, I could love you. If you'd let me, I can love you. I'd be good to you. I'd take care of you. I'd, you know, give you anything that you want. And, you know, I've already got my own place. And she's like, oh. He's like, I could take care of you. I would be willing to do that.
Yes.
I mean, I think you're beautiful. You need a massage? Let me help you out. You look like you're a little uncomfortable there. And she's like, sure, I'll take a massage.
Fado, cine, ame.
Neeb.
Oh. Hey, jump.
He's like, let me love you.
Ibara?
Just let me love you.
Wait, Tom. Kazune, Kazuna, Dana, Suna. Susu.
And it seems that whatever he's doing is starting to pay off. She is starting to warm up to him quite a bit.
Swek Jay. Ukanoi Sabrim Hishba.
Because they have
Looney
some
Crust,
romantic satisfaction going on. So he's going to go ahead and ask her if she wants to be his romantic partner.
No.
Zabatana.
And she's like, I would like to be that. And he's like, oh my God, that's amazing. He's going to go ahead and stroke her cheek.
Badesh.
Oh, and he has decided that he is overwhelmed with romance and he's feeling a compelling desire to embody the essence of a love bug. Okay, you do that, Xavier.
Runa Boomimo. Hamplin Gramble, Harpoo.
Oh.
Oh,
Fuba.
It says propose early. Let's try that. I want to see what that interaction looks like.
terrific. Whew. Lempton Yunabi. Amphora.
Ravuna.
Well, she has agreed to marry him, and he's like, "This is fantastic. I'm so glad that you want to be my bride." So he's going to take her over to the chapel, and they are going to get hitched, and they are also going to be wholesome. Everybody's wholesome today. We love that. All right, so let's go ahead and go get them married. They're just going to run over to the chapel together, just the two of them, and get themselves hitched. He's like, it doesn't have to be anything major. We are just going to get ourselves married really quickly and start our lives together. So now that we have arrived here at the chapel, these two are going to head themselves in. They're going to get themselves hitched. They are super thrilled about it. He's feeling really, really flirty. He's kind of happy that he's found himself someone that he can spend his life with. He's really ecstatic about the fact that they are so close. They've really built up a strong foundation of friendship, and he is kind of bitten by the love bug right now, and so he's feeling really excited about the fact that this is going as well as it is, and he's really enjoying the fact that, you know, he is getting married and things are going so well for him. And he's hoping that she's going to be able to bear him some children.
Quex.
Chubo. Ah, Lenoy Suna.
Flabber. Sapdono. Quabe.
Oh.
Oh.
I mean, she's significantly younger than him, so he kind of lucked out in that department. But, you know, he's thinking to himself, it's a good thing that she's young. She'll be able to bear me lots of children. And, you know, he's not thinking about the fact that he's significantly older than her and he might, you know, kick the bucket sooner than her. But he's just thinking, you know, she's younger than me and, you know, it'll give her a better chance at being able to provide him with more children. And she's healthy and young. And they are exchanging the rings and kissing, and we are going to go ahead and move them in together. We're going to move her in over here, and she came with a little bit of money here, which we love. So that gave us a significant amount of money. I'm going to change our funds back down. We're not going to keep all that money that we just got from her lot and everything. But I am going to hop into cast with her, and we'll put her in her blue color that she needs and change her name. Okay, there is McKenna Arundel after her makeover, and in her blue stuff, we are going to go ahead and hop back into the household, and we will continue on and let them consummate their wedding. And now that they are back to the house, Xavier is just going to go ahead and approach her and tell her that he loves her so very much and give her a bit of a hug and a kiss. And he is going to have her go ahead and meet him in the bedroom, and they are going to try to consummate their marriage and try for a baby.
Dear Rishi.
All right, let us check on Can, why don't you go ahead and clean up a little bit? And Ada, honey, how are you doing? Ada's like, I'm doing great. Okay, we absolutely love that Ada's doing great. Ada, why don't you go upstairs and you can play? We can make you work on some things. Like, you have your blocks here and you can work on your shapes. And she is headed off to bed. It is officially April of 1393, and we are going to be having another birthday on this part for Federico von Schwann. So after we deal with these two consummating their marriage, we will head over and we will see Federico von Schwann, and we will see if he is going to be able to have a successful birthday. So that will be exciting for him.
Naba boy.
We will have to get McKenna working on some skill building. Obviously, I want her learning how to cook and things of that nature. Oh, and Can has lost her tooth. Okay, well, we love that. So McKenna is going to have to learn how to cook and clean and take care of the house, because obviously we want her to be well-rounded. I don't think she has any really skills in that. Yeah, she's got a little bit of etiquette, a little bit of dancing, a little bit of comedy, and a little bit of fitness, but no cooking skills to speak of. So I am going to want her to learn how to do those things. So we will have her to obviously get to learning how to cook and things like that. So that is going to be super important for the family. So we will be practicing on that. McKenna has, Maureen von Schwann has gone into labor. Okay, we will have to go and see Maureen von Schwann. Let's go ahead and go see Maureen really quickly, and then we will head over to see Federico. Okay, we've arrived here with Maureen. She, though, is not at home, so we are going to need to send her home so that she can go ahead and have her baby. So we're just going to send her on to her house here so that she can go ahead and have her baby. She is seriously uncomfortable and very, very pregnant. And, you know, she's like, oh my goodness, I am just miserable. I am seeing that. All right, so she has arrived home. We are just going to let her go in and have her baby now, and we will find out what it is that she is having. She autonomously was like, let's go have this baby, so she is definitely ready for that. So we are going to have our little one, and we will find out what it is we are going to name this little baby.
Daryola. Yaug. Oh.
She's like, oh, this is so painful.
Oh, no.
I know it is, Maureen. I know it is. You've got this, though. You can do this.
Oh, Scoofa.
They need an heir in this family, something fierce.
Yaug. Oh.
And they had a little boy. Okay, great. So let's go ahead and we will name this baby. Let's name this baby Robert von Schwann. And it is a single birth. So we have a single little baby here. We are just going to be rolling the dice for mom and baby. For that, we need For mom, she can't roll a 1 or an 11. So let's go ahead and roll the dice. She rolls a 15, which is a good roll. We love that. And for baby, we can't roll a 1, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, 17, or a 20. So let's go ahead and roll for Robert. And we get a 13, which is also a good number. So Robert has survived as well. We'll go ahead and put Robert on the timeline. So Robert has been born. Robert Von Schwan. And he will be aging up tomorrow to an infant. All right. And we are going to go ahead now and we will add him to our info tab under Maureen. He is the son of Drogo and Maureen. It is the 5th generation male. He was born in April of 1393. He is alive and of British descent, and he is alive and a single birth, which is fantastic. So we are going to go ahead and we are going to head over and see Federico von Schwan so that we can see if Federico von Schwan can age up to a toddler now. All right, let us go ahead and we will have her just feed her little one here. And then we are going to head over to Federico von Schwan. All right, we have arrived here with Federico von Schwan. That's him there, half lying under the bed. He is going to be aging up to a toddler. He is, though, a vampire, so he does have a different roll. He can't roll a 4 or 18. So we are going to go ahead and pull up the dice and we will give that a roll to see how he does. Let's go ahead and roll the dice for him. He rolls a 2 and is going to go ahead and survive. He is going to get another 12 days on the calendar. Let's go ahead and hop into cast with him and give him his makeover. All right, so Federico von Schwan was a cautious infant. As a toddler, he is going to have the traits of imagination, developmental delay, and be independent. So let's go ahead and give him his makeover and get his photo for the family tree. Alright, there is little Federico von Schwan. He is so precious. And let's go ahead and jump back into the game and back into our main household. Okay, we are back in with the main household, but I did just get a notification here that it says Federico is of questionable parentage. They will not be able to participate fully in high society unless both of their parents recognize them as legitimately born child. That makes perfect sense. As we know, Carly and Archibald are not married. They did have him out of wedlock. They are just vampires that are living together. So it makes complete sense that Federico is not legitimate. And so I think that, that is just kind of the way it goes. I am going to have McKenna go ahead and just do a little bit of the wash. We do need to go ahead and get some washing done. And then maybe I'll have her go ahead and work on a little bit of the cooking. I'm just gonna have him come out, and do we need to check on any of the plants? No, the plants seem to be doing okay. I think I'm going to send Xavier out and have him do a little bit of hunting. Let's go ahead and send him out hunting so that he can get a little bit of meat for the family. And That way she'll have some things to cook with. Let's unload this and we can hang them on the clothesline, and that will be perfect. And we will go ahead and be able to have some clean clothes drying. And then I'm going to get her in here making some flour, and we are going to get her to also come in here and maybe she can make some pottage. I know that she doesn't have a lot of skill, so we'll start her out kind of slow just so that we can start getting her a little bit of skill here. So she is definitely not seasoned when it comes to cooking, so we are going to have to start her out kind of slow with the cooking skills and kind of just let her do what she can and get her skill built up. She is just a teenager with very little knowledge in how to take care of a family, and she is now married with a ready-made family, and obviously we don't know how that's gonna turn out or how she's going to do with that, but hopefully she will handle that pretty well. I am soon gonna have to need to get her in here to the bathroom. Oh, and she has the throw up option, so she may be pregnant. That would be fantastic if she were. And we were already expecting our first child. That would be so great. All right, I am also going to get Ada to come over and go potty. Can you not come over here and make some things? All right, so I'm going to get Can to come and go to the washroom, and then maybe she can come out and gather some honey. She clearly has a love for honey, so we'll just have her go ahead and gather some. And McKenna is just getting some honey going. No, that's not what I meant. Some flour. She's doing some flour making. So we're making sure we have some things in the house that we can cook with. So she's just picking up all those servings of flour, which is fantastic. Is there any more? No, throw that away. All right, and maybe we can get you to make some, I don't want you to make dye. Maybe we can get you to make some, let's do butter. And you can make some pottage. So we're just gonna get her making a couple of things here, and hopefully she will get some cooking skill going on, which will be fantastic. I definitely want her learning how to make some things for the family. She can't make any breads and pies. She can make gruel, and she can make carrot pudding. And Can's just getting a little bit of sleep. When Ada is done on the washroom, I'm going to just let him kind of tend to himself. He is in a fantastic mood, which we absolutely love. She is finishing up making this butter here, and then we will go ahead and pick up all the servings of the butter and separate it so that we will have butter for the house for cooking as well. And Xavier is still just out hunting, so he's just taking his sweet little time with that. Ada's like, are you about done with that pottage? Because I'm starting to get a little bit hungry. And McKenna's like, you know what, honey? I'm starting to get a little bit hungry myself. Everyone's going to grab themselves a little bit of a serving here, and we love that. So they're just enjoying a little bit of pottage together, which is fantastic. And it looks like Xavier is calling, saying that, just a friendly reminder that there are plenty of gigs available to work on if you're interested in earning some money. Okay, that's fine. Thanks for that information. Why are you okay? All right, so she's just going to clean up a little bit. Oh, seriously, with this trash? Why?
Shippy, Ebenor.
Okay, I guess she can't use this trash can, which is a little bit of a pain. All right, Xavier is home from hunting, which is great. I'm just going to get him to grab a serving of food, and we're going to find out what he got. He got a squirrel and 2 chickens. So we're just going to throw those in the fridge there, which is fantastic. And I am just going to have McKenna do a little bit of sweeping around. Why don't you go and get yourself a little bit of rest there? And Xavier is going to go get some rest once he is done eating. Everybody's going to get themselves a little bit of rest when they're done eating. All right, you need to come use the washroom when you're done sleeping, and then you can also come and get yourself some sleep. She's like, it is a tough job taking care of a family. I know that's right. But she is really happy from being married and getting engaged and getting married. And I mean, she is kind of tired from cooking so much and doing the wash. But overall, I think she is feeling generally pretty happy with her new life and this new setup she's got going on. So I think that's great. Ada, honey, why don't you go ahead and go to bed? All right, Can is just getting some much needed rest. All right, so everyone's going to get some much needed rest. It is like 6:30 in the morning and they're all pretty tired. So they're all getting a little bit of much needed shut-eye. The exception to Ada, who is so difficult because he doesn't like going to sleep. But I'm going to make him get some rest anyway. And I'll check with you when they wake. All right, so Can has gotten up and we are just going to name this little sheep here. Let's name this cream mini sheep. Let's name this sheep Cloud. It does look like Can is feeling a little bit hungry. I'm going to have her, though, come in here and clean out the spoiled food, and then she can get herself a little bit of leftovers. Then I am going to have her just... Can she do the laundry? No, she can't. Can she come out here and do anything with these plants? No, she can't. All right, can she go fishing? She can look for frogs and she can play in the water. But she can... Did she get honey? No, I don't think so. Send her out for a little bit of a stroll. She's the only one up. She's going to go out for a little bit of a stroll this morning and get a little bit of exercise in. Xavier is just getting some sleep along with everyone else. But I am going to have McKenna get up when she is done resting, and we're going to have her go ahead and clean up the little potty there because it is really disgusting. It is currently Lent. They do need to fast and they need to go to the holiday ceremony. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to send everyone off to the holiday ceremony. So we are going to attend the holiday ceremony. How do you, let's see, travel to attend holiday ceremony? She can go with Can and Xavier to that. Obviously, Ada is a little young to go off to the holiday ceremony, but I am going to send the 3 of them off to the ceremony. So they're going to head off to that. It's going to send Ada over to the neighbors. We have all gone to the ceremony, so that's perfectly good. We love that. Do we have anything that we need to do for these plants? No. She can water these plants. It is May. She likes gardening. It's wonderful. It's May of 1393. I am going to just go ahead and get him to come out here and practice some more archery, and I'm going to have her come over and check the laundry. I do think it's clean and dry. Yeah, it is. Pristine and dry even. We love that. All right, so she's going to come over and do the laundry while he practices his archery. Ada is home from the neighbor's house. He is playing in the toilet. I'm going to have her just say to him, like, can you not do that? Can she tell him not to do that? Can she give him a bath? And maybe he will have to tell him not to do that. Parenting. Discipline. Calmly tell him not to splash in the toilet. All right. Xavier's like, don't play in the toilet, Ada. It's disgusting. And she's like, do you want a bath? And he's like, I guess. So she's going to go ahead and give him a little bit of a bath, which we absolutely love. She is just taking care of Ada here. And Can is asking if she can eat dirt. If you do that, kids are going to tease you. Don't eat dirt. Dirt's not something you want to eat. All right. Why are you here and who are you? All right, Can, why don't you come over here and do a little bit of a painting? And I'm going to have her, when she is done with Ada, just come over here and get herself a bite to eat here because she is starting to feel a little bit hungry. I am thinking that McKenna is probably pregnant from the way that her hunger is going. I'm just thinking that she probably is. I haven't seen any like baby bubbles above her head or any like throw up option, like her acting like she's gagging or anything. But I just feel like she might be pregnant because she does have the throw up option on the toilet. So I don't know. We'll just have to see. But yeah, I don't know. But we are about to go into June of 1393, which is going to be the last portion of this episode. We have had a lot go on in this episode. We also have had some deaths happen in this episode. We have had the death of Lakshmi Shoemaker and the death of Rollo Goodwell. We also had the death of Ullman Arundel, and Miroslava del Madonna happened as well. So I will be showing you them at the end of the episode because they have passed away in this portion of our episode, so they are no longer with us, which is super sad that we have lost them, but they are no longer with our community and have passed away. Why don't you go ahead and sell this painting, Can? We love that. All right, so he's just crafting some bows and arrows, and she is outside practicing archery, which is different. I don't know what made her decide she wanted to do that, but that's okay. Sorry to bother you, but I've heard what a great person you are. Would you be interested in making a generous donation to charity? No. Oh, that reminds me. I need to take this down. So we had 9,000 simoleons, so I'm just going to take us back down to 9,000 simoleons. So I'm just going to set it down and back to that because I don't think that we should have the money from that big estate that she had, that she was living in. I think that is a little bit ridiculous. So I'm just going to take that money away. And what is this? Oh, the chickens. I forgot about the chickens. Let's collect the eggs and clean the coop. Xavier. I completely forgot we had chickens. It's a good thing that our coop auto feeds because we would be in bad shape. But we do need to collect the eggs. So we'll collect those and we will have some eggs. Oh, we've got lots of eggs. We got 5 eggs. So that's been a while since we've collected any eggs, clearly. So we're going to go ahead and put those in the fridge. And then he can milk this goat again. And McKenna, why don't you come on in here and you can make some cheese with the milk, and then you can make some, there's got to be something that she can make. Surely we have meat. Well, I guess we can make a family size of boiled eggs. And Honora Beauregard has gone into labor. So we need to go see Honora Beauregard. I'm just going to have him come and cut this meat. And I'm going to have him come and cut this meat.
Oh, Wix. Oh. Huh? Oh, yibs.
All right, let's go see Honora Beauregard. We're coming, Honora. All right, we have arrived here with Honora. We are going to go ahead and let her give birth to her little one. She's miserable. So let's go ahead and let her have her baby. She's like, why me? Why me? I know. I realize. Look how skinny she is. Like, you can't even tell she's pregnant. It's because she's a teenager. But I mean, like, honestly, skinny as a beanpole. She is pregnant, though. She really is. Not that you could tell it. Look at him. He's freaking out. He's like, you're having a baby? And she's like, yep, I am. I'm having a baby. He's like, oh, my God. She's like, it'll be fine. You need to breathe. All right, let's go ahead and give birth to this little one that you can't even tell you're pregnant to or going into labor with. But, I mean, I suppose you are. So she is going to go ahead and give birth to their first little one. We are going to find out what it is that they are having. And then we will find out what it is we're going to name this little one. Oh, and they have had a girl. So we are going to name this little one Nale Beauregard. Oh, they had another little girl. And we're going to name this one Everild. Oh, Everild. Oh my gosh. Triplets and Abilene. They just had 3 little girls. Nale, Everild, and Abilene. Alright, so with them having 3 little girls, the mom has to roll and can't roll a 1, 11, 2, or 15. So let's go ahead and roll the dice and see how she does. And she has to roll 3 times. And she can't roll a 1, 11, let me see what that was again. 1, 11, 2, or 15. So here we go. All right, mom's gonna die. Okay, so I don't even have to roll again for her because mom is going to die. We will plead for her, but mom is going to die. Babies can't roll a 1, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, 17, or 20. The first baby is Nale. Let's go ahead and roll for Nale. Nale rolls a 12 and is going to die. Then we have Everild. Everild rolls an 11 and is going to survive. And then we have Abilene, who rolls a 15 and is going to die. Okay, so the only one that lives is Everild. All right, let me update that on the timeline, and then we will continue on. Okay, so let's go ahead and take away the little ones first. We are going to take away first Nale, which is this little baby here. So Nale is no longer going to be with us. Put baby down. Put the baby down. Baby's gone. All right, and then we're going to take Abilene away. Okay, Carolina, that's fine. We're going to starve this baby, and we're going to go over and see Liz Honora, and we are going to kill her. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and kill Honora here. We are going to have to take her away. We are going to be pleading for her. So let's go ahead and we will plead for her. And oh my God, it's just so sad. So I hate this. I am going to have him come over here and we will have him plead for Honora. We're going to hopefully be able to have a chance for her to live. But obviously, look at him. He's like, not my wife. Oh my God. Yeah, I know. It's tragic. He's super sad. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Irk. The love of his life has just passed away and he's not happy about it. I don't even know where Grim is, but I know he will eventually make his way over here. We have already lost 2 of their triplets, and now he's lost his wife. And he is just shattered about this. There's the Grim. All right, Grim's going to come in. He is going to be taking your wife away. And Carolina, honey, we're coming. And then we are going to obviously be seeing if we can spare her. Okay. Okay, let's plead for her. Okay, just plead for her. Plead for your wife. He's like, please let her live. I just need my wife to live. Can you let her live for me? And the Grim is like, what? The Grim is like, no freaking way, dude. I'm taking her. Oh my God. Honora is truly gone because Irk's appeal fell on Death's deaf ears. So we have lost Honora. Now Irk is going to have to raise Everild alone. Irk will not be getting remarried. As we know, we do not remarry the people that marry into the family. So he is going to be single, taking care of Everild by himself. We are going to need to do Honora's tombstone here. So let's find out when she was born. Honora was born in 1374. All right, so 1374 to 1393. And we will go ahead and put this in our inventory, and we are going to take it to her final resting place. Let's go ahead and get him to travel, and we'll drop her off at the cemetery. And then we're going to go have ourselves another baby with Carolina Meshram. Okay, so we have placed Honora here in the cemetery. We are now going to go ahead and we are going to head over and see Carolina Meshram. She has gone into labor and needs to give birth to her little one. Okay, we have arrived here with Carolina Meshram. We are going to go ahead and let her have her baby now. She is so uncomfortable as well. And she has been waiting on us for quite some time, so she's probably going to not make it to her crib, but we're going to hope that she does. Let's hope that she can make it up the stairs into this crib, and we are going to find out what it is that she is having. They do already have a little boy, so let's find out if she's going to have another son or if they're going to have themselves a little girl. She's like, this is for the birds. We are just about done here with this episode as well, but we do want to see what happens here. Oh, they did have another little boy. We are going to name this little guy Francis. Francis Meshram. And it is a single birth. So we are going to just have to roll once for mom and baby. And as we know, mom can't roll a 1 or an 11. Let's go ahead and pull up our dice and give that a roll for Carolina. She rolls a 15 and is good. Baby can't roll a 1, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, 17, or a 20. Let's roll the dice for Francis. Francis rolls a 17, which is a bad number, and so Francis does pass away. Oh, that's so sad. All right, so we are going to have to take Francis away from the family. So I will put on the timeline that Francis has passed away, and we will take Francis away from mom. So let me just go ahead and put on here that Francis has passed away. Francis Meshram has died. And we are under Carolina. So Francis Meshram is the son of Allard and Carolina. He was the 6th generation male. It is June of 1393 currently, and he is deceased in June of 1393. He is of British-German descent and is of stillborn. All right, and we are going to go ahead and take this little one away from mom. I'm so sorry, Carolina, that I have to take your baby away. Look how sad. He's so sad. They've had a loss in the family because he lost a sibling and now he's lost his son. He's like, are you freaking kidding me? It's just not going well. It is really not going well. I am going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And I will see you guys in our next episode of our Ultimate Decades Challenge, where we will be in 1393 for Part B. And until next time, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.